Hello, everybody out there in podcast world and podcast land. Welcome to the Cheat True Podcast with your boy Justin J. Will, whatever you want to call me. Hope you guys are doing well out there. Sorry for the wait, sorry for the late upload, but I'm here for you. Got a fresh episode of Cheat Truth, man, lined up, all wrapped in foil, fresh out the oven, hot, steaming, ready for you, man. So, once again, forgive me for the late upload, but I'm here. So, hope you guys are doing well. Hope you had a good weekend. My weekend was okay. I'm doing okay. My allergies, for once, are not kicking me in the butt. I can actually go an hour without sneezing. I can actually go an hour without having to blow my nose. So, that is something to be celebrated. So, toast to that. But, today, man, I'm just going to talk about a few things on my mind. Coming in hot about a few topics. You know what I'm saying? I'm ready to get into this whole Cardi B, Azealia Banks beef. Yes. Getting into some pop culture on the Cheat Truth. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about that. I'm getting into the whole Reuben Foster thing. Reuben Foster was accused of domestic violence. And now his accuser is coming out saying that she didn't do it. Well, that he didn't do it. So I'll give my opinions on that. And also, of course, we got the NBA conference finals going on, so I'm going to give you guys my 2 cents about that, man. So strap in, sit back, relax, and enjoy. So this whole Cardi B, Azealia Banks thing, man. First of all, I'm gonna link a video in the description of this episode that does a pretty good job of explaining like the whole Cardi B, Azealia Banks thing. I think the young lady on YouTube did a very good job of that. So I will link that video. So that'll explain a lot of stuff to you guys. So I'm not gonna go into every intricate detail about it, but basically Azealia Banks, she had a interview with the Breakfast Club a few days ago, and DJ Envy asked her, "Hey, what's up with that comment about Cardi B where you were supposed to have called her illiterate, untalented rat?" So, Azealia Banks, for y'all who don't know, Azealia Banks has a long history of beefing with people. So, she has a very long history of like just getting into it with people, man. Like if you Google Azealia Banks' name, one of the search results will be a list, right? It'll be a web page with a list of her Twitter feuds. Like she's gotten into it with everybody. I'm talking about from rappers to singers to actors to 14-year-old girls. I'll get into that. But yeah, Azealia Banks, she gets into it with a lot of people. And for you guys who don't know, Azealia Banks is also, what is Azealia Banks, man? I guess she's a rapper / singer. I can't name you one Azealia Banks song. I don't know if I've ever heard any song from her. But I just know she's actually from Harlem. She's from New York. But she's a rapper, singer, artist. She's an artist, right? I'm just for the rest of this conversation, I'm going to refer to her as rapper Azealia Banks, okay? But I think she may do multiple things. She may not necessarily just rap. But anyway, man, she went on to say, well, if I were to spell and talk like Cardi B, people would be all over me. If Nicki Minaj did the same thing, people would be all over me. Basically what she was saying was, Cardi B gets to get away with being all loud, ghetto, and ratchet, and she was a stripper, and she's able to get away with all that. But if I was like that, me being a, black woman, just straight up black woman, like not necessarily Latina or mixed with anything, like I'm straight African American. If I were to do that, well, then you guys would be all over me. But Cardi B can do it, and y'all praise her and buy her records and put her on a pedestal. So that's basically what she was saying. Now, Cardi B came back. She heard the interview, and she had some things to say. She was like, "Damn, why do people keep putting my name in why do people keep putting my name in their mouth? Why is it that I just can't be myself? Why do people talk about me for being myself? I can't help it where I come from. I can't help the way I talk. Why is that? She went on to basically assault Azealia Banks and say, hey, this is coming from somebody who dissed Beyonce. But yeah, she's talking about black empowerment. She also went on to say, hey, well, this is coming from a woman who bleached her skin. Just she retaliated against Azealia Banks, basically. You know what I'm saying? And I guess not just Azealia Banks, but everybody else who may have had something to say. So she had that, and she also proceeded to delete her Instagram account. So Azealia Banks came back with just a flurry of shots at Cardi B, man. I mean, just a flurry of shots, man. I mean, she was just like, she talked about her, insulted her, said head like she looked like a big toenail or something. Like, she was just going in on Cardi B. You know what I'm saying? And Cardi B like deleted her Instagram, went away from social media. She also deleted her Twitter, I think, or deactivated it, whatever the right term is. But anyway, she's off social media, right? So, I think Azealia Banks, man, like, even though I think she's really just I'm just gonna go out and say, I think Azealia Banks is just a bitch. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have those type of people in the world today. You have those type of people, man. Those type of women, man. They're just who they are, right? They're just that type of person. Now, I will say, I think that she made some valid points. Like, if you look at that video, if you look at the whole timeline with Cardi B and Azealia Banks, I get what she's saying, because it's actually a pretty valid point. She's saying, man, why is it that she can get away with it? Or why is it that she can get away with her stuff? Why is it that she can be a loud, ghetto, ratchet? Why is it that she can do that? But if I were to do that, you guys would be talking about me. You guys would talk about me so bad, and how, you know what I'm saying, how I'm so bad for the culture, but yet Cardi B can get away with it. I get it. And I think that's a good point. But I honestly think that this is just, like, you know how some people, they have hidden agendas? You know what I'm saying? I think that the whole, oh yeah, we're not empowering black women. We're not doing this for the culture. We're not, pushing equal rights or whatever Azealia Banks is talking about, right? As far as empowering women, black women, having this conversation, having this dialogue, whatever she wants to talk about. I think all of that is just code for, yeah, I really just don't like Cardi B. I think that's just what it is. I think she just doesn't like Cardi B, man. Point blank period. She just doesn't like her. I mean, this is sideline hating at its best, man. I think this is just sideline hating. Like I said, I understand her point. Azealia Banks makes some valid points. I ain't gonna lie. I give her that. But this, in totality, is just sideline hate, man. Azealia Banks has been around for a minute. I'm pretty sure before a lot of this popped off, y'all have never heard anything about Azealia Banks. I'm willing to bet a lot of y'all. The only way that I even knew about her is I just remember that she was she had a few things to say about Iggy Azalea back in the Gap, and T.I. came out and defended Iggy Azalea, who was his artist at the time. So that's the only way that I really even know about Azealia Banks. I couldn't tell you a song from her. Like, I couldn't tell you that. So she's been in the game for a minute. I mean, even though she's young, I think she's younger than me. I think she's like 26. I'm 27. I think she's 26. So she's been doing this for a minute, right? And I'm not saying she hasn't had success. I'm not saying she hasn't had any success at all. I'm not saying she doesn't have a following. I'm not saying she doesn't have what some people would call a successful career. I guess depending upon how you define success. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure she tours around the world. She has a following. She has fans. Whatever. But I think it's safe to say that she hasn't, the height of her career is not equal to the height of Cardi B's. I think we all can agree on that, right? We all can agree on that. That the height of her career will probably never equal what Cardi B has right now. It will never get to that point. You feel me? I haven't heard anything from her. I can't say whether she's a dope artist or not, whether she's a dope rapper. I don't know. Maybe she is, maybe she isn't. All I know is the height of her career will never match Cardi B. The height of Cardi B's career. And I just think that she's just sideline hating, man. She's just hating. She hates the fact, for one, she hates the fact that Cardi B can get away with all that, okay? I believe that. But I believe she really hates the fact that, man, I've been doing this for a while. And here's somebody who was a stripper and was on Love and Hip Hop. And now all of a sudden she's running the rap game. But here I go pouring my soul into this. Trying to get on, well, I guess she's on, but trying to become number one. Trying to sell records. But here's this girl. She comes out of nowhere and she just blows up. Like, I think she's just hating on her, man. I honestly think she's just hating, man. You feel me? Like, this is sideline hating at its best, man. And Azealia Banks, man, she reminds me of, she's like that typical girl in high school, right? Or on the movies that, oh, look at me, I'm so pretty, and I got my glasses, and look at me, I got my hair, and look at me, I can talk like this real, eloquent, and I can say words like supercalifragilisticexpialidocious, and you can, and we can have this dialogue with each other. We can have meaningful dialogue with each other. I can talk like this, and I'm so proper. Look at me, I'm so intelligent. I had all A's, a 4.0 GPA. Look at me. Like, she's that girl. But she tries to put on this front, but she's really a demon down inside. Like, she loves to talk about people, make fun of people, make other people feel bad. She loves to demean people, degrade people, but she puts on this front and she loves to play victim, and she loves to, try to act like what she's saying is not that bad or whatever, or that she's not a bad person. Like, she basically throws rocks and hides, and she tries to hide her hand sometimes. Like, that's basically what happens with her. You know what I'm saying? She's one of those type of individuals. So she has a long track record of beefing with people. I mean, we got this one with Cardi B. She actually said something negative about Remy Ma a few years back. Said she looked like Barney. Beyonce, when she came out with the Lemonade thing, she was like, yeah, you came out with that, but you keep running back to Jay-Z, and that's not, that's just stupid. Rihanna, Sky Jackson, like, keep in mind, at that time, Sky Jackson was like 14 years old. I guess Azealia Banks was going at somebody else. I forgot the dude's name. Let's see here. Let me pull the article. Zayn Malik. I don't know who the hell that is. But anyway, she was going at him. And Sky Jackson was like, keep in mind now that Azealia Banks is 24 years old at this time. Okay, it was like a couple years ago. And Sky Jackson was 14. Keep that in mind. So Azealia Banks is doing her Twitter thing and going off, and then Sky Jackson was like, well, yeah, Azealia Banks needs to simmer down a little. So after that, Azealia Banks went on to say, yeah, you need to grow some hips and start your menses. Stay in the child's place. So Sky Jackson responded, well, when a no hip having 14-year-old has more class than you, worry about your career. Get one. And then Azealia Banks came back and said, LOL, says the Disney Channel reject. This is a 14-year-old girl now, but a 14-year-old black girl, okay? Keep that in mind, okay? She's saying all this stuff about Cardi B and empowering black women and having this conversation and meaningful dialogue and all those. Keep that in mind. LOL says the Disney Channel reject. You know they don't like girls your color. Enjoy while it lasts, Banks replied. Before adding, your mom's been pimping you out to Disney since you were a little girl. Let's see what you end up like at 21. So this is Azealia Banks going at a 14-year-old. But you see how if you looked at the Breakfast Club interview, if you listen to it, you'll see her constantly trying to say, well, why does anybody care what I say? People love to take what I say and twist it, and they try to make it more than what it is. Even with the whole Cardi B thing, she said, hey, you guys are making this more than what it is. Like it's the whole throwing rocks high in your hands type thing. You know what I'm saying? You call somebody an illiterate, untalented rat. Like, that's personal. Like, that's not critique. That's personal right there. That's hatred. Like, you really don't like that person. Like, that's more than trying to call out something else. Like, you really don't like that person, man. If you going in on them like that, you just honestly don't like that person. And that's what I think this whole thing is, man. I just think she doesn't like Cardi B, man. Even though, like I said, I think she's made some valid points. Like, I'm not gonna sit up here and lie about that, but at the end of the day, it's just hating. You just hating on her position. You hate that she has made it here. She's made it that the apex of her career, the height of her career, is always going to be more than what your career is going to be. She's came to the game. She's made a lot of money, a lot of fame, a lot of stardom. And Azealia Banks hasn't gotten there. And I think, man, that at the end of the day, we're all prideful human beings. We're all prideful individuals. So I'm pretty sure she looks at that and be like, damn. On top of that, Cardi B being who she is and being loud and being, Latina or whatever, like, it adds fuel to her fire. It's like, damn, she's ahead of me and she's, not black and she's able to get away with whatever. Like, just different feelings that come out. But it all comes down to hate, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, people say that money is the root of all evil, man. Nah, jealousy. You know what I'm saying? If jealousy ain't the root, it's damn close. It is damn close, man. So, this whole thing, bro. I understand what I understand what the overall message is. I get what she's saying, but at the same time, man, it's just hating, bro. You're not gonna get nowhere in life. Like, Azealia Banks is not gonna become the number one female rapper in the world by hating on Cardi B. Like, that's the messed up thing about it. Feel me? You hating for no reason. What T.I. said, man, hate all you want to, you wasting your time. And that's what she's doing. She's wasting her time. And to be honest, if I'm Cardi B, I wouldn't have responded. If I'm Cardi B, I wouldn't have responded, man. Like, in life, man, when you are at a certain level, some things just, everything doesn't warrant a response, man. You feel me? Like, I'll never forget Plies said this. Yes, I'm about to quote Plies. He said, you never hear successful people talking down on unsuccessful people. It's always an unsuccessful person talking down on a successful person. And that's so true. Like, rarely would you ever see a successful person trying to down talk an unsuccessful person. It's always the unsuccessful person that's trying to tell the successful person what they can, what they can't do. So, I think that this is, it's not, like I said, I understand Azealia Banks has had some success, I guess. So, it's not like she's unsuccessful per se. But the concept is the same, right? Somebody who is not as successful as this other person is trying to come at this successful person. Cardi B didn't come at her. You know what I'm saying? Like, Cardi B didn't come at her. Cardi B didn't start this with her. I'm pretty sure Cardi B could care less. You know what I'm saying? Like, she could care less. She's making her money, doing what she wants to do, getting ready to have a baby, whatever. She could care less. But Azealia Banks started. And that's what usually happens. It's always the person that's below you that has something to say. It's never the person that's above that person that starts it. It's always the person below the other person. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the way it usually works out. But yeah, if I was her, man, I just wouldn't even respond it. I wouldn't even worry about it. But I guess at the same time, you know, these celebrities, they go through it, man. They go through it. The same thing with the athletes. You know, you have so many people yelling and screaming at you. I mean, you go out on the court, people are yelling things at you, holding up all sorts of signs, heckling you, talking about you, your wife, your kids. Then you go from there to Twitter or to Facebook or to Instagram, and you got all sorts of people saying all types of things about you. Saying all types of things to your kids, to your wife, to you. You got people on TV talking about you. Like, I understand, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, at a certain point, the human aspect kicks in. We're all human. You feel me? Like, for this response to Azealia Banks from Cardi, for this one response, I'm pretty sure there are like millions of other things that have been said about her that she didn't respond to. But I guess, you know, this one incident just kind of set her off. And at the same time, you know, I can't blame her for that. Like I said, I wouldn't have said anything. I wouldn't have gave her the time of day. You feel me? Because I'm at a high level, man. I'm at a high apex to you, man. I'm not worried about that. Like, I'm stunting on you. Like, you just mad. You mad because I came in the game, got all this fame that fast, and you've been doing the same thing, hating on everybody else and their mother, and it hasn't gotten you to where I'm at. So you just mad. So I'm stunning on you. You know what I'm saying? I'm styling on you. And that's what I'm saying, man. You know, you above somebody like that, man. Just don't worry about it. You feel me? Don't worry about it. Because that's what they want you to do. They want a response. You know what I'm saying? They want a response. That's what they want. So, get to a certain point in life, you're at a certain level, don't worry about it. Like, look at Trump, man. Yes, Trump. That's right, I said Trump. Trump is a freaking billionaire, man. Trump don't really care what y'all got to say about him, man. Trump killer. Trump does not give a damn about what y'all got to say about him. I promise you that. He may act like it. He acts like he does, but he really doesn't care. Like, Trump don't give a damn what y'all got to say about him. He just play it up, man, trying to be entertaining and all that crap, man. I mean, this dude moved into the White House, and that was a downgrade. That's a downgrade. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is a downgrade. The Air Force One probably a downgrade. You know what I'm saying? Like, he don't really care what you got to say, man. Bill Gates don't care what y'all got to say about him, man. He don't care. He's at a high. He's at a higher level than a lot of people, man. He does not give a damn. And Cardi B is on top of the game right now. She shouldn't care. But at the same time, hey, for that one response to Azealia Banks, I'm pretty sure she had a million other things being said about her that she did not respond to. So, it is what it is, man. So, my whole point, you know, from my whole point of talking about that is, hey, you're going to have some haters, man. You're going to have people who just going to hate for no reason. I think in this situation, Azealia Banks is just hating. She's just trying to dress it up as, yeah, black people, empowering black people, but this is the same woman who went after a young 14-year-old black girl on Twitter in front of everybody. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know, man. Take it for what it is. Take it for what it's worth, man. I could never get down with Azealia Banks. I ain't gonna lie to you. I could never get down with that type of person, man. I just ain't with that. I ain't with that negative stuff, bro. I mean, seriously, like Google Azealia Banks' name, and one of the search results will be a web page that outlines all of her feuds. It will literally just outline all of her feuds, man. She is beef with everybody. From Rihanna to Beyonce to Remy Ma to T.I. I mean, she called T.I.'s wife, meth face? Something like that, crack face? Like, insulted this woman. Went on somebody's Instagram page, a young black girl, said mean and hurtful things to her, man. But yet, what's all the black power stuff about? And she voted for Trump. So, I mean, she's a hypocrite. She's a hypocrite. I think that she's one of those type of individuals who just she's the type of person who likes to talk about other people to make herself feel good. She really doesn't like the way that she looks. She doesn't like the way that she talks. It's something in her, either just embedded in her, just in her personality, or something that came from her childhood, maybe. Like, she really has, I think she has a self-hate thing going on here. And she likes to talk about other people and make fun of other people and call them names to make herself feel better about herself. She's one of those types of individuals. And that ain't cool, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I couldn't get down with nobody like that. Nah, I ain't gonna lie. Ain't like, you know, she ain't ugly or nothing like that. You know, but besides that, I couldn't get down with nobody like that, bro. I couldn't get down with nobody like that. And that's bad for your health, man. That's bad for your health. Hating is bad for your health, bro. Like, don't hate, man. Hating not gonna get you there. Like, if somebody is at a higher level than you, if they're on a higher level than you, man, keep grinding, man. Do your thing, man. You know what I'm saying? Keep doing you. Hating ain't gonna get you nowhere. Hating's not gonna get you nowhere. It's not gonna get you to the top, man. It's gonna slow you down. Use that negative energy for something else. You know what I'm saying? Transfer that energy to something else, man. You know what I'm saying? For something positive, man. Don't be out here hating on people. And that's what Azealia Banks is, man. Just hating. She's just a hater, bro. So, but yeah, man. Just don't listen to these folks, man. You at a higher level than them, man. Don't worry about it. Ignore them. Don't even entertain them, man. You know what I'm saying? Don't let them get to you. It's unfortunate that Cardi B let this get to her. But at the same time, she's pregnant too. So, I'm pretty sure anybody that's listened to this that's been pregnant before, or anybody that's been around pregnant women, you know how that can go, right? You know how their emotions can get. You know, they'll cry over a leaf hitting the ground or something. You know what I'm saying? Or you putting too many ice cubes in the water or something crazy like that. So maybe that has something to do with it too. I also heard that the doctor said, yeah, you need to delete your Instagram and all that. You don't need to be around that negative energy. You don't need to be getting all worked up like that with the baby on the way. So, but anyway, that's that. That's Cardi B and Azealia Banks. Tell me what you guys think about it. I'd love for you guys to leave a comment on this. Tell me what you think about it, man. Am I wrong for saying that Azealia Banks is a hater? Am I wrong in thinking that she's one of those individuals that has like a self-hate type of deal going on here? She really just doesn't like herself, so she wants to talk about other people. She's mad at Cardi B because Cardi B has, risen to the top, basically. I don't know what you guys think. And, this is coming from a guy who actually thinks that Cardi B isn't that talented. Yeah, I know it sounds like I just built her up and I'm breaking her down. But, seriously, I don't feel like she's that talented. Like, I don't look at Cardi B as Nicki Minaj. You know what I'm saying? Like, Nicki Minaj is talented. Nicki Minaj has been in the game for, 10, 11, 12 years, something like that. She's been in the game for a minute. And still pretty consistent. Like, I don't think Cardi B is going to have a 10-year rap career. She'll still be in the spotlight, I think. But she won't necessarily be in it because she's a dope rapper. Or because she's dropping hits. Or she's dropping good albums or anything of that nature. But at the same time, I can say that and not hate on her. You feel me? Like, it's a difference between hating on somebody and disliking them. Like, people get those things messed up people think that if you dislike something or you dislike something about them, that is hating. It's a difference between hating and disliking somebody. I can dislike something that you have on, or I can dislike something that you do, or I can dislike the way that you carry yourself and not be hating on you. That's two different things. So a lot of people get that misconstrued, but yeah, I can't deny that she's did her thing, man, over the past couple of years. So good for her, man. Good for them. Next topic. Let's get into this whole Reuben Foster story here, man. So Reuben Foster was accused of, domestic abuse and basically beating on his girlfriend earlier this year. And now she has come out and said, hey, he didn't do it. So I'm reading this article right here. Alyssa Ennis, the ex-girlfriend of Reuben Foster, plans to testify Thursday that the 49ers linebacker did not hit her on February 11th and that she initially lied to police, her attorney confirmed Tuesday. Ennis has since said through attorney Stephanie Rickard that the injury she suffered, including a swollen lip and a ruptured eardrum, came from a prior fight with a woman. A video of Ennis scuffling with a woman has been given to the Santa Clara County District Attorney's Office for review. Clark said Ennis would be putting herself at risk of prosecution by admitting she fabricated her initial story, but that he didn't think the district attorney's office would file charges against her. On February 11th, Ennis told police he not only hit her 10 times with a closed fist, he dragged her down some stairs by her hair and threw her out of his Los Gatos, however you pronounce it, home 3 times. She claimed he also smashed 2 cell phones, which Foster acknowledged in the police report, and during a previous argument, threw her dog across the room. Ennis is believed to have recanted that story to authorities just a few days after the initial incident. Still, the district attorney ultimately filed felony charges against Foster, strongly suggesting that prosecutors believe her initial story, not the one about a road rage fight with another woman. Through her attorney, Ennis last month said she made up the story about Foster hitting her because she wanted to trash his career. So I understand that the whole domestic violence thing is it's an uncomfortable topic, especially for the NFL, right? It's one of those topics that you don't want to get it wrong necessarily. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you talk about this, you have to kind of watch yourself. You can't overstep your boundaries. It's a ticking time bomb. This whole domestic violence thing, this whole domestic violence discussion, it's a ticking time bomb. It can be very sensitive. But I'm going to attempt to give you guys the truth because that's what I do and that's what I owe to you guys. So let me tell y'all something, man. I'm very pissed off with the stories like this. We see this all the time with girls, with females lying, falsely accusing somebody of rape, falsely accusing somebody of beating on them. We see this all the time. Now, that's not to say that we don't see stories of it actually happening, but it's like, for some reason, everybody thinks that there's no such thing as females lying on dudes because they have some agenda. You know what I'm saying? Or because they're jealous, or they may have caught their boyfriend cheating or something. So they're going to make a false police report. They're going to drag his name through the mud. They're going to say that, hey, he hit me, he raped me, and this, that, and the third, get him locked up for 15 years, which Reuben Foster was facing like 11 years, you know what I'm saying, because of this incident. I forgot the guy's name, but you had the incident out there. I think it may have been in California, but yeah, guy was about to go to the league, go to the NFL or whatever, and this lady came out and said he raped her, and he spent like years in jail for something that he did not do. And the lady, the girl, nothing ever happened to her. She didn't get prosecuted. She didn't get charged, nothing. So this guy lost money. First of all, he lost time. He ended up in jail for something that he didn't do, that he knew he didn't do, because of somebody and their feelings, because of some girl in her feelings. And that is just ridiculous, man. I don't like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like that's one of the worst things you can do, you know, to all the ladies out there, man. Like, if you don't like somebody, if you're not feeling that person, or if you're into it with somebody, you're into it with your boyfriend or some guy, man, don't falsely accuse him of beating on you, man. Just don't do it. Don't do that. Don't do it. Don't do it. Just don't, man. Don't do it, man. Don't do it. Like, that's just bad. Because you could really get a dude in trouble for that. Because they are going to take your word for it. You know what I'm saying? Like, more times than not, they're going to be on your side in those situations. So don't even go down that road. That's a slippery slope right there. Just don't do it. Okay? Don't do that. Now, the thing that just pisses me off about these types of stories, man, is that for some reason in the public's eye, man, like, even though this girl has come out and said, yeah, I lied, everybody seems to think, oh, well, Reuben Foster paid off. Yeah, she just got a good payday. You know what I'm saying? She got paid off. See, this is what's wrong with this damn country. You know what I'm saying? See, this is why police do what they do, because they know that they're going to get the benefit of the doubt, right? Why would a policeman ever lie? Why would a policeman ever lie? Why would a policeman ever plant a taser next to a guy? Why would they ever plant drugs on somebody, even though we've seen videos of policemen planting stuff on people, specifically black people? So, yeah, like, why would a policeman ever do that? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's the same concept. So now she comes out and says, yeah, I was lying. Well, no, it had to be that he paid her off. Well, why can't it just be that she lied? Like, why can't it be that? Like, why does it have to be, yeah, she got paid off? Why? Why can't it just be that she lied? Why can't it just be that she trifling? Why is that? Come on, man. Like, it just makes me so mad, man, when I see that, bro. Like why? And Reuben Foster is screwed either way it goes. You know what I'm saying? Like, so if Reuben Foster comes out and says, yeah, I punched her. Okay, well, now you're a woman beater. If he comes out and says, yeah, I did not punch her, nobody's going to believe him. So even though she comes out and says, yeah, I lied, she's going to make an official statement under oath saying that she lied. And yet all people can talk about is, well, she got paid off. Why can't it just be that she lied, man? Why can't it just be that? I go back to the police analogy, man. Why can't it just be that the police just lied? The police can't lie? You know what I'm saying? The police can't lie? Law enforcement can't lie? At the end of the day, man, I don't care who you are, what position you are in, what job you work, we're all human. So at the end of the day, man, if you cut yourself on your wrist and I cut myself on mine, we gonna bleed. We both gonna bleed. We're all human beings, man. So why is it that apparently one person can't lie, can't be lying, and the other person can? So you're not gonna believe Reuben Foster either way. You know what I'm saying? Well, you'll believe him if he said, yeah, I hit her. If he comes out and says, man, I did not do this, you're not gonna believe him. So now that the lady is about to make an official statement, now she has an attorney. You know what I'm saying? Like, she's going to testify on Thursday that she lied to the police. And all anybody can talk about is, yeah, she got paid off. I don't like that, man. I don't know about y'all. I don't like that. You feel what I'm saying? Because now we're saying, yeah, there's no way she could be lying. Well, how come she can't? How come? How come she can't be lying? Why can't it just be that she's just trifling? That she's just, she really did want to destroy his career. Why can't it just be that? It always has to be something else. Like, I don't understand that, bro. I just don't understand that. And I don't like that. I don't like that. That's why you have so many individuals doing that type of stuff, because they know people like y'all gonna believe them. No matter what. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, at the end of the day, I wasn't there. I don't know what the hell happened. All I'm saying is if somebody came out and confessed to a murder, you guys would be like, yeah, okay. They came out, they confessed to the murder. Okay, I believe them. But this person is saying, yeah, she's basically confessing to the murder. And now y'all don't believe her. That's basically what she's doing. She's confessing to a murder. She's saying, yeah, I lied to the police. Now y'all saying, oh yeah, well, somebody made her do that. Why can't it just be that she's just a bad person? She wanted to get this guy caught up. I don't like that, man. The same reason why the police do what they do. Because they know they're going to get away with it. Why would a policeman ever lie about a black guy pulling a gun out on them? Well, I don't know, because we have evidence that they've done it before and they could do it again. Why not? They're human like everybody else. Why is it that, this guy who's a human being like me, he gets the benefit of the doubt, but I don't. Just because he has a badge on, just because he has a uniform on, he has a badge on. Like, come on, that's a little unfair. But that's like life is unfair. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying, bro. Like, I don't like that. I don't like this whole situation, man. Because we've seen brothers get caught, especially brothers, man, get caught up in this type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? With these females who have some type of agenda, they're mad, they're crazy. You know what I'm saying? Just flat out crazy. Looking for a payday. You know what I'm saying? Or just flat out, they just want to ruin somebody's career. But yet, this woman is saying, yeah, I lied. Like, she's going through all this, like, with an attorney and everything to say that she lied. Like, it's one thing if you have the Greg Hardy situation where, you know what I'm saying, you take it to court. First of all, he was convicted at one point in time. I forgot what the whole thing was. He was convicted one time and then he went back to court and got, the victim didn't show, basically. You know what I'm saying? It's one thing if you have a situation like that. Like, she doesn't show up. So it's like, oh, okay, so she don't want to come testify. So they may have paid her off. But for her to go through all this, you know what I'm saying, to make an official statement and all that, I think that that's something. I think that that's something that she's doing on her own. I don't think nobody's making her do that. You know what I'm saying? To come out and testify. You know what I'm saying? Under oath that she lied about the whole thing. But yet nobody's paying attention to that. All they want to say is, yeah, she got paid off. It can't just be, yeah, she's a bad person. It can't just be that. And I feel bad for Reuben Foster, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, the thing is, a lot of people are going to look at him and his problems at Alabama and the whole getting kicked out the combine thing. And yes, I mean, your past does follow you. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the thing. That's life. That's the way it works. Right? But, at the same time, just because you go through all that, just because you've went through things like that, because you've been a bad apple, I guess, in the past, that doesn't mean that you ruptured somebody's eardrum. Specifically a young lady. Doesn't mean that. You had all these damn websites and stuff coming out the woodworks. I mean, you had this guy, what's his name, Mike Tannier or something, on the Bleacher Report, couldn't wait. You know what I'm saying? Writing. typing. Couldn't wait. You know what I'm saying? His article was basically saying, hey, what's taking the 49ers so long to get rid of this guy? He's saying, yeah, screw due process. Screw that. Just release him. And then when this comes out, crickets. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't get it, man. I hate that. That you drag this guy's name through the mud, man. But yet when it comes down to it and somebody else is the actual perpetrator here, somebody else is actually the bad person, crickets. No apologies, no nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, as quick as you was ready to convict him, as quick as you was ready to put him out of a job, now that it has come to fruition, that it's come to, this, that the lady has lied, now all of a sudden you don't want to say nothing. And I don't like that, bro. I don't like that. I don't know about y'all, but as you see, it gets me fired up, man. I don't like that. You know what I'm saying? Because we're taking the human aspect out of things like this. Like, why can't it be that she just lied? Why can't it just be that, man? Like, I don't understand. Why can't it, man? Screw all that better safe than sorry, man. No, there are people in this world who are just bad people. We've seen this before. Why can't it be that she just lied? She is about to testify under oath that she lied. Man, whatever. Whatever, man. I really like to know how somebody else feels about this, man, because I just see stories like this, man. People are scared to talk about it. They're scared to say what I'm saying because they don't want to be wrong. They don't want to be incorrect, man. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, look, this is life, man. Life is life, bro. There are bad people in the world. There are people who lie. There are people who steal. There are people who kill. Why can't it just be that Alyssa Ennis is just somebody who wanted to see Reuben Foster go to jail for 11 years? Why can't it just be that? Why does it have to be Reuben Foster paid her off? Why? Why, man? You know what I'm saying? The more y'all do this, man, the more this is going to happen. You're going to have girls, you're going to have women doing this to people. Because you believe no matter what, he did it. So all it takes is for somebody to say, yeah, he hit me. Well, now it's just, he's done. In the public's eyes, he's done. He did it regardless. If she said he did it, he did it. If she says he didn't do it, he did it. like it's no winning for him, man. It's no winning for him. Like, it's no way he can win. And that's sad. That is sad, man. That is so sad, bro. It's sad. It doesn't make any sense, man. You know what I'm saying? I hope this is a lesson. I hope this wakes Reuben Foster up, man. You know what I'm saying? Just, you got all this stuff going for you, man. Look here, just stay out of trouble. Stay out of trouble. Stay out of trouble. Be cool, calm, collect. Just stay out of trouble, man. So, I don't know, man. What do you guys think about that, bro? Am I tripping? Am I stepping into muddy waters here? Should I not be saying this? Because I think I got a point, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, especially with the police analogy. Like, that's why they do it, because they know they can get away with it. They gonna come in front of the judge, they gonna lie. They gonna lie to their sergeant. They gonna lie. They gonna lie for each other. And they gonna get away with it. They gonna get away with it, man. Because people have empowered them to do certain things, and they know, hey, it's my word. If it comes down to it, if it's my word versus theirs, they're going to believe me. And that's what you have with a lot of no good women out here. They know, hey, it's my word against theirs. They're going to believe the woman. Especially a big guy like Reuben Foster, dreads, black guy. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's not act like that isn't a thing. Let's go there. You know what I'm saying? Let's not be blind to the fact, okay? So, yeah, it's possible that a person could just be lying, man. It's ridiculous. You look at it, man. Just why can't it just be that she's lying? Why not? Why does it have to be that he did it, regardless? No, you have bad people in the world who want to see other people fall. Why can't it be that Alyssa Ennis is just one of those people? So anyway, moving along, man. That's my little rant. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Finally, let's talk about the NBA, the conference finals. As I record this, if I'm not mistaken, I think the Celtics and the Cavs are playing. I fully expect the Cavs to win. I expect LeBron James to go off, have one of his classic, 40-point, 10 assists, 11 rebound performances. Cleveland be right in it. I still think Cleveland gets Boston in like 6, maybe 7. I mean, Boston's a good team, bro. They're a really good team. Well coached. Not scared of anybody getting all up in you defensively. Just they play well together. You know what I'm saying? But I don't think that that's going to be enough to beat Cleveland in a 7-game series. Obviously, it was good enough to beat them for that one game. It was good enough to destroy them that one game. But I don't think, over the course of the series, I think that Cleveland gets them. And I think that LeBron James is going to be too much. So I fully expect LeBron James to get into Superman mode tonight and do his thing. The Warriors. Y'all saw the Warriors, right? I keep telling y'all, nobody's beating them in a 7-game series, man. I think the Warriors have lost a total of like 2 times this entire postseason. I think they lost one against San Antonio, and who else did they play? I forgot who else they played, but I think they lost like twice. Lost 2 times. Yeah. Did y'all see KD, man? Did y'all see KD? I keep telling y'all, bro. It's just no stopping. It's no stopping them. Nobody's beating them in a 7-game series, man. Cleveland will not get a game off on them. If Boston somehow makes it, they ain't getting a game off on the Warriors. Houston will be lucky to get one. I think that they will get one. I think that Houston goes down at 5. They'll be lucky to get one. I'm telling you, man, when Golden State firing on all cylinders like that, bro, and KD is going off like that, you ain't stopping them, bro. You're not stopping them. You're just not, man. Like, in order for somebody to stop them, period, if they roll the same team out there next year, they're going to be the favorites to win next year, and they'll probably win it next year. Unless somebody makes a power move in the NBA. Unless LeBron ends up going to, like, Houston, or you end up getting some, like a LeBron Kawhi pairing in LA or something like that. It's going to have to be some extraordinary moves. You know what I'm saying? It's going to have to be a power move made in order to get them off that spot. And I just don't see it happening. This year. I think that they go back to back. KD gets his second one. And that's that. And another thing too, man, can we all just admit that KD made the right decision? I mean, I know we got at him a little bit. Y'all got at him. You know what I'm saying? Saying it was a weak move. Stephen A. Now that was the weakest move you ever seen from a superstar. I mean, bruh, I keep telling y'all, man, something to be said about being happy. Something to say about being happy, man. KD looks very happy in Golden State. Hey, man, in life, if you happy, bro, I mean, what more can you ask for? I mean, you got your family, you got your job, you got your husband, you got your wife, whatever. Got some money in your pocket. That's great. Yeah, you may not necessarily be rich. Now, you may not be the richest person in the world. But hey, you're happy. And that's awesome. KD's happy, man. He's just balling, bro. Carefree. Just out there playing basketball, man. Don't got to worry about, Russell Westbrook and his brain fizzling in the fourth quarter. Don't got to worry about that, man. I got snipers on my team. I got Klay Thompson. I got Steph. I got Draymond. I got a good coach in Steve Kerr. You know what I'm saying? Like, happiness, comfortable. He's in a comfortable position. Like, KD moving to Golden State is the perfect example of what I be saying, man. In life, strive for good situations. KD thought that was the better situation. He thought that was the best situation. So you know what? He did it in spite of what everybody else thought. He did it regardless. And that's what you should do in life, man. That's what we all should do. Go for the best situation. And you see it's reaping benefits, man. They finna win another championship. Ain't nobody beating them in the 7-game series. It's not happening. And at the end of the day, when it's all said and done, KD will be top 10, top 12 players ever. We won't give a damn about him going to Golden State, joining a 73-win team. All we will remember him for is, he won 2 championships. Or if he ends up getting another one, he won 3 championships. And he was possibly the greatest scorer of all time. So he went to the better situation, man. Nothing wrong with that. You should do the same thing. Go for the better situation. He's happy. He's happy, man. You can tell. You can just look at him. You can tell he looks real good. He looks real good in Golden State, man. Meanwhile, you got Russell Westbrook. He's loyal and he's the pit bull. You know what I'm saying? Pit bull off the leash, man. You know, loyalty. Kevin Durant's a cupcake. Yeah. KD looks very happy being a cupcake. If I'm comfortable, if I'm winning titles, if you want to call me a cupcake, call me a cupcake. I don't care. Because at the end of the day, while y'all sitting home on the couch, you know what I'm saying? I'm out here playing in the finals, man. Playing the game that I love. Playing for a championship. Something you might not never know nothing about, Russell Westbrook. Straight up. So, I think KD made the right decision, man. I think we all need to come out and just admit that he made the right decision. Sports, it makes us emotional. You know what I'm saying? It makes us emotional. It makes us curse. It makes us say bad things. It makes us cry. It makes us do this, that, and the third. But KD made the move that he thought was best for him. He didn't care whether people thought it was a weak move. And you see it's reaping benefits for him, man. So I fully stake Golden State to beat Houston in 5. Thing is, Houston played well. Like, they didn't necessarily play bad. I mean, it's the typical Mike D'Antoni thing of, they're going to score a lot, but they can't stop the other team from scoring. Which is why I said we've seen this before from Mike D'Antoni. His teams get far. Phoenix Suns, they got far. Yeah, they had, Nash, Stoudemire, Sean Marion, Grant Hill, Barbosa off the bench. Like, they had a good team. But they got to the finals. Well, got to, the Western Conference Finals, Western Conference Semifinals. Like, they couldn't get it done. Like, they couldn't complete the mission, basically. And that's what's going to happen with Houston. Had a good season. Had a good postseason. They won't be able to get into the finals. Because that's just what Mike D'Antoni and his teams, that's how they operate. So, but anyway, man, that's that. Cheap Truth. Like I said, man, sorry for the late upload, but hope you guys really enjoyed. Give me some feedback. Follow the Twitter handle. I'm on that thing. Follow the Instagram handle in the description. Follow the Facebook page. All that. Like, follow, download, subscribe. If you're listening to me on Podbean, subscribe. If you're listening to me on iTunes, subscribe. Man, just keep tuning in. I appreciate you coming in, checking on your boy. And as always, be safe out there. And I will holler at you guys on Friday. Take care.